I can see 22 players have joined, 23. Satvik, is this your first class? Satvik, is this your first class? All right. So 29 players have joined. Okay, ठीक है बच्चा. Come on, guys. Those who have not joined, please join the quiz fast. I'll start in a minute. Go to internet browser, any of the internet browser. Type www.kahoot.it and give the game pin as 819060. 9060. All right. So still there are so many of you who have to join. Only 43 players have joined. Chalo, let us not wait further. This is 901. So let me start the quiz. Guys, are you ready? Should I start? All right. ठीक है चलो. So I'm starting the quiz now. So this is the first question. It's a multi-select. Okay, it's multiple correct answers. So ball has been projected from a tower in upward direction. In between, like between its point of projection and maximum height at a point P, it's going up. Tell me what about y, what about the velocity, what about the acceleration? Y is the position. Okay, position from its initial point. So at point P, choose the correct option. Anything, Sujal? Your name? All right. So 32 of you have said only C, 15 D. 16 of you said A, 16 of you said A. So accuracy is very, very low. See, option C and option D are correct options. Y is positive, velocity will be positive, acceleration will be positive. Similarly, if you consider Y is negative, then velocity will be negative and acceleration will be positive. It depends on the sign convention, right? If you consider upward as positive, क्या कर रहा है कीर्तन? अभी तो पढ़ने दे. So if you consider upward as positive, then position and the velocity will be positive and acceleration will be negative because acceleration is in downward direction. If you consider upward as positive, then downward direction will be negative. So in that case, position will be negative, velocity will be negative and acceleration will be positive. No बच्चा, देखो ना साइन अलग है ना, स्क्वायर किस तरीके से दिया है and this rhombus वो भी स्क्वायर ही है but rotated स्क्वायर है. ठीक है? That is incorrect बच्चा. So at least B and D, they are what? They are identical, right? Yeah. That is thoda sa mistake hai. Otherwise, if you have gone for B, C and D, it's okay. Okay, you had the option na. You had the option to go for multiple options. You should have clicked B, C, D then. Okay. Sujal, you have to come on time for that. If you are not coming on time, I can't help in that case. Okay. Go to kahoot.it. Give the game pin as 819060. Those who have joined late, the game pin for today's quiz is 819060. 819060. Okay? All right. Let us move on to next question. So Kushal is on. Yeah. So these are the top 5 scorers. Kushal, Devdutt, यशस्विनी, रितिका एंड हु इज द स्वैट्स? अरे अपना नाम यूज करो यार निकनेम में, व्हाट इज द स्वैट्स? चलो नेक्स्ट वन. So second question, it's also a multi select. Please select multiple options if you believe that multiple options are correct. Same question, but now when the body is coming down after reaching the maximum height, if the body is coming down, so at this point P, what are the signs of position, velocity and acceleration will be there? Meghna, please come on time to access these quizzes. Now I'm not going to give anything to anybody. It's 9:06. All right, come on guys. So I have got 36 answers. Guys, as I have told you, I'm not going to share the game pin of the quiz if you come late. So I think from today I'm going to apply that. So those who have joined, bahut badhiya. Those who couldn't join, wait for the next quiz to happen. All right, so correct answers were option B and option D. All right, correct options kya kya the? Option B and option D. So 21 of you have gone for option D, 16 of you have gone for option C. That means not all 21 of you have opted option B as well. So I can say only 16 of you have got the correct answer. Only 16 of you have got the exact correct answer. ठीक है? It's not possible, Atharv. It's not possible. If you can see the screen, आराम से दिखेगा. ठीक है? All right, let us move on to the top 5 scorers. Okay, Devdutt पहला हो गया. Kushal has gone to 5th one. Devdutt is now the top scorer. Swats 2nd. Ritu 3rd. Dushyant 4th. All right. So these are the top 5 scorers. Let us move on to third question. So a hot air balloon is moving up at a speed of 40 km per hour. A ball is dropped, then speed of ball during release will be. At the release will be. During के जगह पे at the release बोलो. Only 46 of you could have answered. So correct answer is 40 km per hour in upward direction. Only 8 of you have given the correct answer. See, if a hot air balloon is going up and if you have released a ball from there, what will be the speed of the ball during release or at the time of release? The same speed the hot air balloon was having. All right, because you must have experienced this in a real life also. If you are, let's say, traveling on a bike, okay, and you drop something while riding that bike or while sitting as a pillion on the bike, what will be the speed of the particle that you're dropping there, and what will the motion that particle will acquire? What happens if you're dropping the particle here? It will not just go down, it will go like this, right? The ball, if you're dropping a particle here, so the particle will not come directly down. If the bike is going in this direction, the particle will come like this. Okay, that means there must be a velocity in this direction also. So when you release the particle, you are keeping something in your hand, and what is the velocity of your hand? The same as that of the bike, right? And when you release it, the same velocity will be acquired by the ball also, because the particle was also the part of the system, and the system was moving with velocity v. Similarly, in this question also, the hot air balloon was going up, and when it was going up, when the ball or when the particle was not dropped, it was part of the system, and the system was going up, so the particle or the ball was also having the same velocity. And when you drop it, during the drop, the particle will also have the same velocity as that of the hot air balloon. So correct answer will be 40 km per hour in upward direction. Only 8 of you have got the correct answer. ठीक है बच्चा, चलो. No, downward नहीं होगा रित्विका. Downward कैसे होगा बच्चा? It's going up. Down कैसे हो जाएगा? बताऊंगा, don't worry, tension मत लो. So Devdutt is first ranker now, Kushal second, Dushyant third, Swats fourth, and Ritu is on fifth one. These are the top 5 scorers. Let us move on to next question. It's also multi-correct question. So choose the correct option. Consider the home. There is a monkey. There is a man. Whatever you want to assume, you can assume. So this monkey is going for banana from his home. Home is the starting point. Tell me what about the position, the sign of position, displacement. S is displacement and V is the velocity. Tell me what are the signs that will be possible for this condition. Motion in straight line you have to assume, okay? Come on guys, 10 seconds are left. Five seconds are left. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, 53 answers. So correct answers are option A and option D. 33 of you have gone for option A and 19 of you have gone for option D. That means all the 33 have not chosen option D also. So if you see the common, so 19 of you have got the correct answer. 19 of you, but there might be a condition where not all the 19 of you have gone for option A. So it's very difficult to say how many of you have got the exact correct answer. So option A and option D are correct. Okay? So go for option C also then. Then you should have gone for option C also then. Yeah, exactly they are same. Okay? So option A, C and D will be same. All right. Now let us move on to next question. Dheeraj, it's simple yaar. You just click, touch karna hai. Okay? No, it's not like that, Shreya. It depends on the direction cosine. Like the directions which you have chosen as positive. S should not, it should be positive. It's not a kind of rule. All right. ये कोई ऐसा rule नहीं है कि तुम्हें S को positive ही मानना है. It depends. If you consider rightward as positive, then leftward direction will be negative. If you consider leftward as positive, rightward direction will be positive. ठीक है? Position बोला तो था श्रेया. X was the position, S was the displacement, and V was the velocity. All right. Devdutt is like maintaining the first rank. Second one is Meghna. Third one is Kushal. Fourth Dushyant, and fifth one is Swats. I don't know. बच्चा नाम बताओ अपना. All right. Fifth question. आंसर करिए जल्दी से. A particle is projected with a velocity u, projected upward with a velocity u. Its time of flight, time for which it will be in air, will be. What will be the time of flight? Okay, particle is projected upward. What is the time that will take to come back on the ground? Come on, guys. 45, 46. What 46 answers? All right. So correct answer is option B. 29 of you have gone for option B. That's good. Very good. So the time taken by the particle to again come back at the ground will be 2u by g. The time taken by the particle to reach the maximum height will be u by g. So again, the particle to come back to the ground will again take the same time u by g. So u by g plus u by g will be 2u by g. All right. So correct answer is 2u by g. Option B is the correct answer. Let us see who are the top scorers. All right. So Devdutt is maintaining that top rank. Devdutt, Meghna, Karthik, Kirtan, and Satvik. Okay. So these are the 5 top rankers. Let us move on to next question. So again, a particle is projected from a tower of height h. Time taken by it to reach the ground will be. Now a particle is projected from a tower of height h. Time taken by it to reach the ground will be 2u by g, 3u by g, greater than 2u by g, or less than 2u by g. Give the correct answer. All All right. So correct answer is option C. Only 11 of you have figured out the correct answer. Rest all of you have got the incorrect answer. So correct answer is greater than 2u by g. Reason? See, the particle to again come back at the tower will be 2u by g. After coming back to the position of tower or the height, maximum height of the tower, again it has to travel down by a distance h. So there will be again some time taken. Okay? So 2u by g is the time taken by the particle to again come back at the tower height. After that, it has to go down to the ground. So again, it will take some time. So 2u by g was the time taken by the particle to come at the tower floor, right? At the position of the tower floor. Now again, it has to go down by height h, by distance h. So it will take another some time. Okay? So that time will be added in the time of flight. So 2u by g plus something. Okay? You can find out that time aram se. So the time taken by the particle to reach the ground will be greater than 2u by g. So only 11 of you have got the correct answer. Okay? How does it matter, bacha? Why this 2u by g is related to h? Whether I throw this from a tower of height or from the ground, the time taken by the particle to again come back at the same position will be 2u by g only. Okay? All right. So let us see the top scorers. So third one is Karthik M. Second, Meghna. And first one is, इतना suspense क्यों रखता है भाई? Devdutt. Very good. So Devdutt is the first scorer, and the fourth one is Appu. Fifth one is Keertan. So congratulations, guys. Devdutt, Meghna, Karthik, Appu, and Keertan. These are the top 5 scorers. बाकी लोग, next time I need some different names to appear on this top 5 scorers. So please perform well. Please use this quiz as a kind of basic revision. All right. So let us move on to our next, like our normal class. Okay. So today we'll solve some numericals related to motion in a straight line under gravity. And then if time allows, we'll introduce the graphical interpretation. First, I'll teach you the basics of graphs. And then we'll move on to the application of graph, or how can we analyze the motion using the graph. That is called as graphical interpretation. So how can you interpret the conditions or kinematics of a particle in straight line using the graph? That is called as graphical interpretation. All right. Sometimes graph will be given to you and you have to analyze the motion, or motion will be given to you, you have to draw the graphs. Okay? Chaliye. So guys, try to solve this question here. And guys, I request each and every one of you to use pen and paper. Don't just try to give any answer. Don't just try to solve this in your mind. Please use pen and paper and attempt it honestly, attempt it aaram se, and give the correct answer. Yes, Vinayak. And if you are new, if you are considered as new student, you must have been added to a group. A new group has been created. If you're not in that group, that means you have not been considered a new student. That means you are attending this class from long time. So you have not been considered a new student. Okay? So those who have joined late with us, they have been they have been a group that has been there is a group that has been created, and in that group those students have been added. So they must know the timing and all. So they have been shared the timing and the class link, everything. Okay? So if you have not been added to that particular new group, you should talk to your admission coordinator. He or she will add you to that new group. Once you'll be added to the group, the same informations will be given. The class information, the timing, the schedules, the notes, everything will be there on the group. All the informations, all the relevant informations will be shared to you on that group. So please talk to your admission coordinator and get yourself added in that group if you're new. All right. I think that most of you, those who are new, they must have been added to that group. Vinayak, please talk to your admission coordinator. He or she will add you. All right. Don't worry. Class nahi ho raha time, so you have the time to take that class. All right, guys, give the answer for this one. Guys, those who have joined, no Vinayaka. Your name is Vinayaka, right? I'm talking to Vinayak P because you didn't respond. No, Vinayak P has responded. Vinayak P has asked. So your name is Vinayaka, right? Chal, Ritvika has answered for the time. Yeah, you have to find the displacement also. Are you sure, Ritvika, only one time is possible? Question is, a ball is thrown vertically upwards with the velocity u from the ground. The ball attains a maximum height h max. Then find out the time and the displacement at which the ball will have half of its maximum speed. So Kirtan has given the answer for displacement. Ritvika has given the answer for time, but that is not correct. Vineet, the time taken is for the maximum height. The particle to reach the maximum height is u by g. And Vineet and Ritvika has answered that only. So Ritvika and Vineet, please check your answer for the time taken. The question is not to find out the time taken by the particle to reach maximum height. The question is, find out the time and displacement at which the ball will have half of its maximum speed. So maximum speed ka half. Tell me, where will be the maximum speed, guys? What will be the maximum speed? First of all, you should decide this. What will be the maximum speed? Yes, it will be at h max. Ritvika, have you gone to Mars? क्या हो गया है? अभी सपने में हो क्या? At h max, the velocity will be 0, बच्चा. Why are you saying at h max? Are you sure? Please drink some water. ठीक है? सुबह सुबह का नींद हटाओ. At h max, the velocity, the speed will be 0, na? That is why that point is called as the maximum position, maximum height. After that, even if at that point, if the particle is having velocity, then the particle will again go further upward. Then how can that position will be the maximum height? Okay. So yeah, initial. See, when you are throwing a ball in upward direction, projecting a ball in upward direction, can I say once you'll throw this ball in air, now this will have some acceleration in downward direction. So the moment you project that particle in upward direction, from that moment only, there will be deceleration that will occur here because acceleration is in opposite direction to the velocity. All right. So at this point only, the moment you lose this, the moment you project it, the speed of the particle will start decreasing. So decrease, it will start decreasing. And at the maximum height, the velocity will become 0. But acceleration will be in downward direction. Because of this acceleration in downward direction, the particle will start its motion again in downward direction. So from v is equal to 0 to again v is equal to u, the particle will come back at the ground. All right, chalo. So I have got few answers, but none of you have given the correct answer. For displacement, few of you have given the, I think, correct answer, but for the time, none of you. Kirtan, I think, no, u by g kaise hoga bachcha? U by g is not possible. And 3u by g to possible hi nahi hai. 2u by g mein to the particle will again come back to the ground in time 2u by g. But your answer is 3u by g. How is this possible? Let me solve this for you. देखो चलो, let us say this is the ground. ठीक है, this is the ground. All right. And let us consider this is the maximum height. This is the maximum height. Let me denote this. This is h max. So the particle has been thrown from here. Particle has moved at the maximum height. Let us say at any y, the particle is having half of the maximum speed. So when the particle will be going in upward direction, then also this particle can have half of the maximum speed. That means u by 2. When the particle will be coming down, and when the particle will again come back at this position, the particle will again have the same speed. That means u by 2. So there are two times. There are two time instants. Let me draw this here again. Let me call this as O, and this is A, this is P. Okay? This point is P. Now again, after coming down, so this is the upward motion. This line is what? The upward motion I am showing. Now let us show the downward motion. So again, I'm naming this point as A, and again at this point P only. All right. So this is again point P. So at this point, the particle will be coming down and the speed will be u by 2. Okay. And after some times, the particle will come back to the ground. ऐसा कुछ रहेगा. ठीक है. Atharv, what is your question, बच्चा? 0. Atharv, what is the meaning of maximum height? This is not the first time we are solving this. At the maximum height का मतलब क्या है? The particle cannot go beyond this. The particle cannot go beyond this line. This is that is why we call maximum height. The particle cannot travel after this line. For that, the particle should come to rest. If the particle is not at rest, if the particle is not having velocity 0 at maximum height, how can we define this is the maximum height? Atharv, I think you should be clear now. Okay? So now let me consider this is the y position. This is the position from the ground. So now can I say this is the displacement? In both the cases, whether the particle is going up or coming down, tell me what is the displacement for this one? This is the initial position, and this is the final position. So this is the displacement. Again, for this part also, for this position also, this is the initial position. Finally, we have seen this is the final position. So again, initial to final. So this is again the displacement. So displacement will be same S, but there are two instants at which the particle will attain half of the maximum speed. Okay? So what is the maximum speed? So maximum speed will be equal to the initial speed. क्या होगा बच्चा लोग? Will be equal to the initial speed. And what is that? That is u. Tell me what is the velocity or the speed at P? So speed at P is equal to u by 2. First time it will be in upward direction. Second time it will be in downward direction. All right. So let us find out the time then. Can I say if I consider this O and P, O to P motion, O to P. Tell me what is the velocity at point P? So I'll say u by 2. I'm not using the sign right now. We'll discuss this sign after writing this equation. Now what is the initial velocity, bacha? U. What is the acceleration? G. What is the time taken to reach point P from O? I don't know. Let me call that time as T1. Now let us discuss the sign of this. ठीक है, sign discuss करते हैं. So the velocity of the particle at P in upward direction. Let me assume upward direction is positive. So can I say the speed at point P, velocity at point P is in upward direction? So I have to use a plus sign here. ठीक है, यहाँ पे plus already होता है. Now velocity at point O is also in upward direction. So again plus sign. Acceleration of the particle at point P or anywhere is what? In downward direction. So I have to use a minus G here as at the place of A. So I can use minus AT1. So tell me what is the value of T1 here? So T1 can be written as AT1 will be there. So U by 2 divided by G. यहाँ से G लिख दो इसको. So the correct answer will be U by 2G. So for the first time, the particle will attain half of the maximum speed at time t is equal to U by 2G. ठीक है? What about the second time? अगली बार कब होगा बच्चा लोग? Shreya, what has happened? क्या हुआ? Tell me, how will I find what is the time at this point? कैसे करेंगे? अथर्व, are you क्या प्रॉब्लम क्या है तुम्हारी यार? Like, don't you know what is G here? Have you not studied standard 9th or 10th? Have you not studied acceleration due to gravity? Or have you just moved on to standard 10th? अरे क्या पहली बार पढ़ रहे देख रहे हो क्या G का G लिखा हुआ? How do you represent acceleration due to gravity? Tell me. Guys, I can expect these things from you. मुश्किल हो जाएगा नहीं तो. श्रेया दैट इज वाई ना मैंने नेगेटिव लिया यहाँ पे, श्रेया चौगले मैंने नेगेटिव लिया ना इधर. Acceleration is in downward direction. We have considered upward as the positive. So acceleration is minus g. That is why I have taken here minus g. ठीक है, चलिए second time. This is the time I'm talking about. How will I find it, guys? So again, now I'm again saying, let me call this as P1, P2. This is P1, this is P2. So this is O2, P1. ठीक है. Now let us talk about motion from O to P2. कहां से कहां कर रहे हैं? O to P2. Tell me what is the velocity at P2. Let me go even more slower. What is the velocity at P2? Tell me, guys. If I considered upward direction as positive, now tell me, what is the velocity at point P2? Tell me, guys. What is the velocity at point P2? सबको समझ में आया? What is the velocity at point P2? Minus u by 2. No, Shreya, गलत है. What is that? Minus u by 2. Because upward direction is positive. In this case, the particle is coming down. Velocity is downward. So downward will be negative. So v at P2 will be minus u by 2. Tell me what is the velocity at O? What is velocity at O? Guys, if you let me go in this space, तब तो 2 साल में ही खत्म नहीं हुआ क्लास सेशन. Tell me what is the velocity at O? Again, Ritvika, minus u. What has happened to you, बच्चा? What is velocity at O? मैं इधर से इधर बोल रहा हूँ. O to P1 to P2, not this O. Again, not coming down. O to P1 to P2 and then A again P2. बताइए, what is the velocity at O? Positive u, right? Positive u. ठीक है? That is the point of projection. Guys, please come with the revision, guys. Please come with revision. Tell me what is the acceleration during the motion? Positive g or negative g? Last class I have done so many times, so many questions on this sign and all. Positive g or negative g? It will be negative g. Why negative g? Because upward direction has been considered positive and acceleration is in downward direction. So negative. What is the magnitude of acceleration? G. Acceleration due to gravity, 9.81 meter per second square. Or you can assume 10 also. So acceleration is g. Now use first equation of motion. So v is equal to u plus at. What is v here? What is the final velocity? Initial point is O. Final point is P2. So I'll say the velocity at P2 is the final velocity. So I'll write minus u by 2 is equal to initial velocity is plus u, so plus u plus a into t. What is a, bacha? Minus g. What is t, bacha? So let's call that as t2. Okay? Let us call that as t2. Now let us find out what is the value of t2 here. So I'll get g into t2 is equal to 3u by 2. So correct answer for t2 will be equal to 3u by 2g. So there are two instances when the particle will have half of the maximum speed. One time instant is what? U by 2g. And the next time instant is what? 3u by 2g. So these are two time instants. Tell me what is the displacement? Tell me, guys, what is the displacement? बोलो बच्चा लोग, कैसे निकालेंगे displacement? Which equation of motion do I need to use here? Which equation of motion do I need to use? Third one will give us answer in a very small, simple manner, right? Consider we have to find this only, right? Let us consider O to P1. Initial velocity u. Initial velocity u. Final velocity u by 2. What is the acceleration? Yeah, use kar sakte ho. Second can also be used, but in second you have to put the value of t, right? And that will be square ke form mein rahega. So why to like incorporate those square form? You can use, no problem. Second and third, both of them can be used, no problem. All right, let me use third equation of motion. I can write v square minus u square divided by 2a is equal to s. Right? Tell me what is the v square? So u square divided by 2. So u square by 4. U by 2, that is u square by 4. Minus u square divided by 2 into minus g is equal to s. So s will be equal to, so 3u square by 8g, because u square by 4 minus u square will be minus 3u square by 4, and downward in the denominator I'm having minus 2g, minus minus plus 4 into 2 8 in the denominator, so 3u square by 8g is the displacement. So displacement of particle is what? 3u square by 8g. So for the displacement part, most of you have got the correct answer, but for the time instant, after giving you so much of hint, few of you got the correct answer. बाकी सब लोगों ने struggle किया. Guys, I'm telling you again, please come with a revision from next class. Otherwise, I will not explain each and everything that have been explained to you earlier every time. That is not practically possible, guys. Believe me, that is not practically possible. That will affect your study only. Okay? So please come with the revision of these things, because we have already done these things. Why we consider this as positive, why that is negative. I should not be doing this every time, na? बहुत मुश्किल हो जाएगा completing the syllabus, and for some of you guys also, this will be repetitive and this will be frustrating for you. Boring हो जाएगा class, ठीक है? So please come with the revision. All right, let us now move on to next question. Try to get the correct answer for this one. Balls are thrown. Ball is thrown when the previous one at the maximum, when previous one is at the maximum height. Chalo. Tell me what is the answer. I have got an answer from Sujal, Rohit. Let us see. Kirtan has also answered. Very good. Atharv, Tanmay. Those who have answered, if you want to share your approach, you can share the approach. Okay, so that I can tell you if that is wrong. Okay, that will be more interactive. Just tell me your approach in shorter way, in a simpler way. I'll try to give you the insights for that, what might have gone wrong, or what would. So if possible, please give the approach also. Tanmay has given answer. Vineet, Tanish, Atharv, Ullas Gowda, Ritika, Priya, Vineet. Vineet, तुमने 2 बार आंसर किया क्या? All right, the same thing. Jhansi has given the answer. No sound, no audio. Are you sure? Guys, can you hear me? Okay, Tanmay has given the approach also. Rohit, please check your internet, bacha. All right. Very good, Tanmay. I think you're... yes, Sujal. Correct. Very good. Sujal has got the correct answer and the approach also. So correct answer कैसे निकालेंगे? I think correct answer is option C only. See, you have to find how much time the particle will take to reach the maximum height. Okay? Because consider the first ball. When the first ball has been released at t is equal to 0, find out what is the time taken by that ball to go to the maximum height. So after every that interval of time, the next ball will be thrown. ठीक है ना? चलिए तो शुरू करते हैं, निकालने का कोशिश करते हैं. So Kirtan has given an approach here. First, calculate initial velocity. You can calculate by using maximum height. Then calculate the time taken to reach it. Then we can find how many balls are thrown in 1 minute. Why to find initial height? Without finding initial height, initial velocity, can't you find the time? बोलो बच्चा. All right, yes ने आंसर किया है. रजत, अथर्व. ठीक है. So now let me solve this. All right, ठीक है. So Kirtan is saying, sir, first we need to find initial velocity, and then find the time. Correct है? Because see, in all the equations, see, to find the time, we're having two equations. V is equal to U plus AT and S is equal to UT plus half AT square. All right. In this one, to get the value of time, you need to know the value of U and you need to get the value of V also. So V तो मालूम है मेरे को, V is what? 0. At maximum height, velocity will be 0. So initial velocity, if I know the initial velocity, I can find the time. In second equation also, to get the value of time, I know the value of A, I know the value of S, but again, I have to get the value of U here, right? So first we need to find what is the velocity or the speed of projection. Okay? So find velocity of projection. How will you find it, guys? By using third equation of motion, because time has not been given to you, so we don't have to use those equations where the time will be required, right? So which equation does not include the time of motion? The third one. So I'll use V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. Final velocity at the maximum height 0 minus initial velocity, let's say U, so U square is equal to 2 into, again I'm considering upward as positive, so A will be negative, so minus G into, what is S here, guys? Tell me what is the S? What is the maximum height? Maximum height is 5, so put the value 5. Let me consider G as 10. I'm considering G as 10. So can I say U will be equal to, or let me consider for the timing G only, मैं उसी के फॉर्म में लिखूंगा 10G, square root of 10G. ठीक है? So I'm going to get U initial velocity as square root of 10G. Now let us find out what is the time taken by the particle to reach maximum height. Tell me, how will you find this? Time taken by the particle to reach maximum height. I can use first equation of motion, the simpler one, that V is equal to U plus AT. What is the velocity at maximum height? Let's do. What is the value for this U here? The square root of 10G plus, what is the acceleration here? Minus G. What is the time? That is T. Let us find out what is the T here. Yes, we have already calculated U by G. No problem, bacha. So square root of 10G divided by G. ठीक है? तो आंसर क्या मिलेगा बताइए बच्चा लोग? If I put G as 10, can I say I'm going to get 10 divided by 10? That is 1 second. Nothing is given to you, so I can assume here, depending on the question here, G as 10 for the simplicity. So what is the time taken, guys? 1 second. So the particle will take 1 second to reach maximum height. Imagine karo yahan pe. This is the particle here. T is equal to 0. At T is equal to 1 second, the second particle will be thrown here, right? This is T is equal to 0, the first one. Then at T is equal to 1, the first one will reach here. So at T is equal to 1, if I replace this at T is equal to 1, can I say this is the first particle, this is the second particle? है ना? This is the first particle, this is the second particle. Again, at T is equal to 2 seconds, third will be like projected in upward direction, right? So they have asked us what is the number of balls that will be thrown per minute. तो बताइए 1 मिनट में कितना बॉल थ्रो करेंगे? So the time taken by the particle to reach maximum height is 1 second, and after every 1 second we have to throw one ball. So can I say that number of ball thrown will be equal to कितना बच्चा? तो 60 divided by 1. The answer will be 60 balls. So 60 balls have to be thrown in upward direction. So this is the correct answer for this question. Option C. ठीक है? बहुत बढ़िया. Now let us move on to next question. This one. ये थोड़ा अच्छा है. It is theoretical, but I think you will get the answer here आराम से. निश्चित, प्लीज रिवाइज योर पहले वाला, ठीक है, यू विल अंडरस्टैंड दैट. Deepak, please activate your audio device. You might not have activated your audio device. Click on the mic symbol, ठीक है, there must be a mic symbol on your mobile screen. Click there and select call via device ऐसे करके option आएगा, ठीक है. If you'll do that, you'll be able to hear me. Okay, Keertan has answered, Rohit has answered, Ritika. ओके, हर्षवर्धन ने बोला दोनों टाइम सेम होगा. ऑलराइट, देखते हैं. विश्वा, श्रेया, क्रिस्टीना, विनीत, अश्विनी, अभिषेक, प्रणव, झांसी. विनीत, तू एक ही आंसर को 2 बार क्यों बोल रहा है बच्चा? तारक दत्ता, वानी, कीर्तन, मेघना, तन्मय, अजीम, राहुल, हर्षा. डी भी आया, इंटरेस्टिंग. पूजा, तारक दत्ता, देन आदित्य, प्रिया. All right, Vineet. Ritvika, Yash, Atharv. So most of you are answering. Very good. चलो आंसर करते हैं, फिर देखते हैं. Let us see what is the correct answer. Question is, a particle thrown up vertically reaches its highest point in time t1. So in time t1, the particle is reaching at the highest point. Returns to the ground in further time t2. So when the particle is coming down, the time taken by the particle is t2. The air resistance exerts a constant force on the particle opposite to its direction of motion. See, if we don't consider the air resistance, what should be the time taken by the particle to reach maximum height? U by G. What will be the time taken by the particle to reach the ground from maximum height? U by G. Right? The same time will be taken by the particle to reach the maximum height and to come back to the ground from the maximum height, right? This we have already studied. So if air resistance is neglected, we have only considered acceleration due to gravity. Whatever the acceleration that will be caused because of gravity, that only we have considered. But what about the air resistance? If air resistance is considered, what will happen in the time taken? How this will change the time taken by the particle to go to the maximum height and again come back to the ground. So let us find out. So I'm talking about when particle is going up. When particle is moving upward. Okay, let us find out what are the parameters that will change because of the air resistance. So if particle is moving in upward direction, tell me guys, what will be the direction of acceleration due to gravity? It doesn't matter. In which direction you are moving, the acceleration due to gravity will not change. Acceleration due to gravity will act in downward direction. That is G. This is one of the acceleration, that is G. Acha, what about the acceleration due to air resistance? Deepak, my microphone is not off. Okay? That is only because of the host account. Okay? I'm having 2 accounts which is activated here. So please don't tell me that my microphone is off. Others can aram se hear me. Okay? So one of the device has been used for the audio, other one has been used for the video. Okay? So the co-host account is activated for the audio. I'm using an iPad for the co-host account. So please don't tell that. Please check your device. आपने device में audio अपना on नहीं किया है. ठीक है? All right. Tell me guys, when the particle is going in upward direction, in which direction the air will apply a force? Air resistance. The meaning of this air resistance. So air will resist the motion, है ना? तो motion किधर है? ऊपर की ओर. So in which direction there will be resistance, air resistance? Downward. So air resistance or force due to air resistance will be in downward direction. So tell me, what will be the acceleration because of this? Because what causes acceleration? You must have studied basic, right? Because of force, there will be an acceleration. right? It can be positive also, it can be negative also. So if force due to air resistance is in downward direction, can I say that because of this force there will be an acceleration that will be caused, that will be there for the particle? So can I say the acceleration due to air resistance, let me call this AR, will be in downward direction. So tell me, what is the net acceleration here? Bolo bachalo. What is the net acceleration for the particle here? Can I write G plus AR? In which direction? In downward direction. All right, guys. So the net acceleration of the particle when the particle is moving up will be AR plus G or G plus AR in downward direction. Now let us observe the same thing when the particle is coming down. When particle is coming down, all right, dekhiye, if this is the particle I'm talking about and the particle is coming down, so let me denote the velocity here. This is the velocity V in downward direction. All right. Acha. What will be the acceleration due to gravity? That will still be in the downward direction. Kitna hoga bachalo? G. Tell me, what is the direction of force of air resistance? Motion is in downward direction, so force will act in upward direction. So force of air resistance will be in upward direction. So what will be the direction of acceleration due to this force? So acceleration due to this force will also be in upper mein, right? Oh, let me call this as AR again. AR. Now tell me, what is the net acceleration here? Tell me, guys, what is the net acceleration here? Can I write G minus AR? G minus AR. You can also say, sir, what about if AR is greater than G? Then I'll say AR minus G in upward direction. But now I'm considering G is more than AR. So G minus AR in downward direction. So these are the two accelerations that will be there for the particle if particle is going up and coming down respectively. Okay. Now let's find out what is the time taken by the particle here to reach the maximum height. So time taken to reach maximum height. Answer kariye. Dekhiye. At the maximum height, velocity will be 0. Initial velocity, let's say U. Minus, what is the acceleration now? G plus AR into, let us say time is T1. So what is the value of T1 here? So T1 will be U divided by G plus AR. This is the T1 value. Now what about T2? Time taken to reach the ground from maximum height. Let me consider initial position is the maximum height and final position is the ground. So final position mein kya mila? Minus U is equal to initial. At initial position, what was the velocity? 0. Right? ऐसा ही था ना? Maximum height. And this is the ground. Here velocity will be 0. Here velocity will be U. All right. Chalo, बहुत बढ़िया. Minus. Now what is the acceleration here? So G minus AR. Let us say time taken is T2. So what is the time T2 here? How will you get the value of T2 here? So T2 will be equal to U divided by G minus AR. Now tell me, which is greater? Jada bada kaun? Tell me, guys, which one is greater? T1 is greater or T2 is greater? T1 is U divided by G plus AR. T2 is U divided by G minus AR. In the denominator, in numerator, both of them are having U, no problem. But in the denominator, G plus AR and G minus AR are there. So the one which is having less denominator, lower value of denominator will be greater. The one which will be having lower value of denominator will be greater. So which is having lower value of denominator? T2. So I'll say T2 will be greater than T1. So hence T2 will be greater than T1. So Kirtan has given a statement. You might find that particular statement in some of the book, that time of descent will be greater than the time of ascent. मतलब ऊपर जाने में ज्यादा टाइम लगेगा, नीचे आने में ऊपर जाने में कम टाइम लगेगा, नीचे आने में ज्यादा टाइम लगेगा, बिकॉज ऑफ द एयर रेसिस्टेंस. इफ यू कंसीडर द एयर रेसिस्टेंस. ऑलराइट गाइस, समझ में आया सबको? ठीक है. So yeah, this is the answer. So correct answer for this one is option C. So T2 is what? Greater than T1. Guys, click yes if you have understood this. But chalo, click yes if you have understood this. Let me know if you have any doubt in this one. Guys, is my speed comfortable to all of you? Or do I need to increase it or decrease it? क्या speed सही है या फिर घटाना बढ़ाना है? Yes, Tarak, when air resistance will be considered, then you have to use this. If air resistance is not considered, then क्या हो जाएगा बच्चा? Then the time taken by the particle to reach maximum height and time taken by the particle to come back to the ground after maximum height will be same. ठीक है? If air resistance is considered, then only this arrangement, this statement or this relation has to be applied. If air resistance is not considered, then this statement will not be correct. Option B will be correct in that case. If I write air resistance has been neglected, if I use it here, air resistance has been neglected, then option B will be the correct answer. If constant air resistance has been used here, then this will be the correct answer. One more thing, constant, ये होना चाहिए. It should not be like this, कि air resistance acts on the particle and we don't know about the value of it. If you don't know about the value of it, you cannot use equation of motion. So finding that answer will be very, very difficult. But it says air resistance exerts a constant force. That means we can use it. ठीक है? Yes, Tarak. ठीक है? Yes, Ritvika. Second case, particles comes down from maximum height. That is what net has been given. And returns to the ground in further time T2. Further matlab uske baad T2 mein. So from maximum height to the ground, the time taken is T2. All right? Very good. Now let us move on to next question. Isko answer karo bachcha log. अरे यार ऋत्विका, please draw that diagram, बच्चा. Draw that diagram. I think you're not drawing the diagram. You're just thinking about something in your head. This is maximum height. It is going down. This is the first case. Second case में क्या है? This is the maximum height and this is the ball. This is coming down. So in this case, I have considered this is the initial position. This is the final position. This is the second case. Here I have considered this is the initial position and this is the final position. Ritvika, did you understand this? I have bifurcated the motion into two cases. First one is this one, then particle is moving up. Second one is when the particle is coming down. ठीक है? यहां से यहां जाने में लगा टाइम T1. This is what? T is equal to 0. This is what? T is equal to T1. Here particle is at T is equal to T1. Here particle is at T is equal to T1 plus T2. ठीक है? So time taken by the particle to come from this to this is what? T2. All right? Very good. Oh, okay. Tarak Datta has given an answer here. Maximum height up, sorry, height bola aapne 2 meter. Let us see. So Tarak Datta has given the answer, guys. Come on, give the answer for this. Vineet has given an answer 58.8 meter. All right. बहुत बड़ा हो गया यार. ठीक है, हो सकता है, पॉसिबल है, नो प्रॉब्लम. Aditya has given an answer 25 meter. Tower ka height 2 meter. Tarak Gupta, are you sure? Okay. Abhishek 39.2 meter. Nitin has given answer 57 meter. Karthik 9.8 meter. Sarvesh has given an answer 58.3. Vishwa has answered. Sujal has answered. Aishwarya. Okay, Rahul नाम तो सुना ही होगा, है ना. चलो बच्चा लोग जल्दी आंसर करो. Should I solve this? Christina has answered, but सबके अलग आंसर्स हैं. This is very very bad. 9, 58.3. Yash has answered. Mohit has answered. So I can say 58, approximately 58, 57. There's so many of you have given the answer. Yes, तू अकेला पड़ गया बच्चा, तुमने सिर्फ 9 दिया है, बाकी सब लोगों ने कुछ अलग दिया आंसर. 19.6, 9.8, 57.8, 5 meters, 62.4. Let me solve this. So a ball thrown vertically upward with a speed of 19.6 meter per second from the top of a tower. So first draw the tower here. तो मैंने let's say ये टावर बनाया, यहां से बॉल को ऊपर फेंका गया. ठीक है. So ball has been given a velocity 19.6 in upward. Let me call that as u. What will occur to this part or what will occur to this ball? क्या होगा बच्चा लोग, ये बॉल क्या करेगा, ऊपर जाएगा. It will move to the maximum height. Let's say this is the maximum height, and then it will come back to the ground. ठीक है. You might say, sir, if I'm throwing this ball from the roof of the tower, it will come to the roof only. Why it will come like this? The point is, if someone is asking you, it has to return to the earth. That means the ball must have been thrown at this point. यहाँ से ऐसे करके, let's say this is the roof. This is the roof का edge. So the ball must have been thrown from the edge. यहाँ से ऐसे फेंका होगा. So that from the edge it will come down. ठीक है. So the ball must have been thrown from this part. So that it will go up, then again it will come back. So while coming back, it has to overshoot this position and then come back to the earth. So let me call this point as A and this point as B. So let's say the ball has reached here, and then the ball will start coming down. Let me again call this as B. This is B, and the particle will come here. This is the intermediate position. So I'll say this is B, this is what? A here, and let me call this as ground G here. So question is, a ball thrown vertically upward with 19.6 meter per second speed from the top of a tower returns to the earth in 6 seconds. That the time taken by the ball to go from A to B and B to G, pura time, is what? 6 seconds. What is the height of the tower? First of all, find out what is the time that this ball will take to again come back to A. Time taken by the ball to come back at A. बोलो बच्चा लोग, what will be the answer? कितना मिलेगा? 2u by g. The particle to come back to point A will be 2u by g. If you ask me how to get this answer, first one I will say logically, from here to here we have already derived u by g. From here to here the same time will be taken, u by g. How can I get this answer in a single equation of motion? I can write s is equal to ut plus at square. S is 0, u is u, minus half into g into t square. So t will be written as 2u by g. Alright. So from this part also you can get the answer. The time taken by the particle to again come back at the same position will be 2u by g. Alright. Put the values here. You know the value of u? 19.6, right? So 2 into 19.6 divided by. What is the value of g? Nothing is given to you, but see the data. 19.6 is twice the, like if you multiply 9.8 into 2, You'll get the value of 19.6. The value of G varies from what? 9.81, or if it can also be given to as a 10. So which value you have to consider here, 9.8 or 10? Depending on the question, to make it more simpler, I can consider G as what? 9.8. So what is the answer here? 4 seconds. So to again come back to position A, the time taken by the particle will be 4 seconds. All right. बहुत बढ़िया. Tell me, what is the time taken by the particle to go to G from O? So time taken by the particle to reach ground from A during downward motion will be equal to 6 minus 4, that is 2 seconds. कितना time लगा? 2 seconds. Now can I analyze this part? So motion under A to G, कौन सा motion की बात कर रहा हूं? Downward motion की बात कर रहा हूं. So when particle is coming down from A to G, what is the velocity at A, guys? U. I don't know what is the velocity at G. I'm least concerned about that. What is the value of S? Known to us. What is the time taken from A to G? Known to us. Can I write this form as AG can be written as the maximum height h of the tower, the height h of the tower, and this will be equal to ut plus half at square. I am writing this h as positive here. So I'm writing here downward as positive. So upward will be negative, right? Tell me, S is equal to ut plus half at square. Tell me, guys, what is the u here? So 19.6, that is in downward direction, so positive. Plus into t, time kitna laga? 2. Plus half into, what is the acceleration? 9.8, again in downward direction, into t square. What is the time here? So 2 square. Solve करें. एक 2 square का मतलब 2 मिलेगा. So now I'm getting the answer as 19.6 into 2 plus 19.6. So correct answer is 19.6 into 3. Solve करिए इसको. कितना आंसर मिलेगा बच्चा लोग? तो 58.8. 50 मीटर कैसे मिला बच्चा? 58.8 is the correct answer. Guys, did you understand this part? Click yes if you have understood this. I'm going extremely slow on your request. आप लोगों ने बोला सिर्फ थोड़ा slow जाइए, so I'm going very very slow. So this is the correct answer. 58.8 is the correct answer. Guys, how did you get 57 point something? 57 point something कैसे मिला आपका? Those who have got 57 point something, I think you have committed some mistake. कुछ तो गड़बड़ किया. Or you have committed mistake during multiplication. 19.6 into 3 आप लोगों ने बोला 57.8. That is wrong, right? Vineet, what was your approach, बच्चा? You haven't shared your approach. देखता हूँ बच्चा. Have you understood this? First step, not understand. Shreya, first step. What should I do, bacha? Shreya, have you attended last class? First of all, let me ask you this. Shreya, have you attended last class? Then last class, go to the notes and tell me what is the time taken by the particle to reach maximum height. From point of projection, tell me what is the time taken by the particle to reach maximum height. Please answer it. U by G. What will be the time taken by the particle to come to the initial position from maximum height? Time taken by the particle to come to the initial position from maximum height. It will be again U by G. So from here to here, U by G, from downward, U by G. So what is this? U by G plus U by G, 2U by G. Put all the values. 2, U is 19.6, G is 9.8. So 19.6 divided by 9.8 is 2. 2 into 2 is 4. So this is 4. So from A to B and B to A, this is 4 seconds. So left time is what? Only 2 seconds. ठीक है? All right. बहुत ऊपर हो गया बच्चा. Vineet, can you cut copy paste? Okay, Ritvika is saying first we need, sir, can we find first H max with BA and then time taken? See, one thing you can do बहुत आसान से, like this. Let me share one simpler approach with you. ठीक है? Let me consider this is the tower, height of the tower, that is h. मैं कुछ और करने की जरूरत नहीं है. I wanted you to understand multiple motions, that is why I have given you this. Aditya, Galileo method, you can do that, no problem. Let me consider this is the ground. When the particle has been thrown in upward direction, ऊपर, ठीक है? Maximum height, and then come back to the ground. Tell me, if I consider this is the initial position and this is the final position, tell me what is the displacement if this height is h. I am considering upward as positive. बोलो बच्चा. No problem, Vineet, बाद में देख लेंगे. Don't worry. Then it's okay, Vineet. I'm giving you a different approach here, and that will be simpler. One step में आ जाएगा answer. Tell me, guys, if I consider this is the initial position, this is the final position, tell me what is the displacement here? Tell me what is the displacement here? Final position minus initial position, right? So final position is this one, initial position is this one. Downward, right? अच्छा, don't consider sir ऐसा दिखाएंगे. No. This is upward motion, this is downward motion. To avoid confusion, I have drawn two line of motions here, because otherwise it'll look like this. ऊपर गया, नीचे गया, तो एक ही line पे ऐसे होता रहेगा. So you might get confused. That's okay, sir. ऊपर गया, then again come back here. So the same position will be coincided. So this is the upward motion and this is the downward motion. So I have used two line of motion to explain upward and downward separately. So if this is the final position, this is the initial position, I can also assume this is the final position. Tell me what is the displacement? Displacement is in downward direction. What is the magnitude? H. Can I say that minus h is the displacement? बोलो बच्चा, समझ में आया सबको? Minus h is the displacement, downward है ना? All right, very good. If I use this, minus h is equal to, what is the initial velocity? 19.6 into time taken 6. The time taken by the particle to come to the final position from initial is 6 given to us. Plus half into what is the acceleration? 9.8 negative, because downward direction will be negative. So negative. Into what is the time taken? 6 square. Solve this, you'll get the same answer. One line answer. Guys, did you understand this approach? बच्चा लोग, did you understand this approach? The second approach. आसान है ना? You can use this approach आराम से. But you should also understand these things. You should know how to decode the motion into two different parts. Okay? Sometimes you will require those things. Okay? That is why initially I have given you how to solve in this way. Upward motion, downward motion. But now you can solve this question आराम से using this motion also. Directly पूरा motion कर लो. I2F पूरा एक motion. So displacement is minus h. U is plus 19.6. Acceleration is minus 9.8. Put all the values, get the value of h. You'll get the answer. All right, guys. Guys, please click yes if you have understood this. बच्चा लोग, click yes if you have understood this. And guys, I have a request. Please come with the revision. Okay, please come with revision. Kirtan, as in this question, value of g is not given. See, whenever value of g is not given to you, the best way to solve that is to get the value of g as 9.8. Okay? If nothing is given to you as the value of g, you should take 9.8 as the value of G. Okay, if it is specifically given to you that G is 10, then you should take G is equal to 10. Otherwise, take 9.8. Okay, if you'll ask me, sir, what about the last case? In this case, you have considered G as 10. Yeah, here also I should have considered 9.8. Okay, here also I should have considered 9.8. But since I was getting some kind of approximation, simplicity, I have considered G as 10. In this question, it should be given to you that G has to be considered 10. All right. Yeah, guys, I have a request. Please come with revision next class. If you're not coming with revision next class, I will not tell you the things that have been taught to you earlier. And at that time, you will feel bad. Bata raha hu. You'll feel frustrated. You'll feel bad that sir is not telling me how to do this. Because see, I have added so many questions here. 1, 2 questions are left. I have to start the graphical interpretation also. But because you haven't come with the revision, I have to explain it to you that how this u by g time has come, how this 2u by g time has come, how the sign is positive, how the sign is negative. That to avoid these kind of things, I have already given you, I have already spent one class for you. That what is the time taken by the particle to reach maximum height? What is the time taken by the particle to come back to the ground? So these things I have already explained. What will be the signs? सब मैंने आपको explain करके बताया है. So please come with the revision, revise the notes, and then attend the class. Okay? Otherwise, these classes will not make any sense to you. These classes will be a kind of useless time that will be spent by you. So at the end of it, you will actually abuse me. You'll actually abuse yourself. कि मैंने कुछ नहीं किया या टीचर ने कुछ नहीं बताया. So थोड़ा सा revision करके आओ. If you'll come with the revision, you'll enjoy the class. Otherwise, मुश्किल होगा बच्चा. Ritvika, I'm telling you, take GS 10. No problem if it is given to you in the question. If it is not given to you in the question, the best practice is to take GS 9.8 only. Shreya, you have to take GS 9.8 if nothing is mentioned. If it is mentioned, take GS 10, take GS 10. Otherwise, you have to take GS 9.8 only. Okay, Shreya? So I hope you have understood the value of G, where to take 9.8, where to take 10. If nothing is given, take G as 9.8. If it is specifically given that take G is equal to 10, take G is equal to 10. All right. So thank you guys. Thank you for attending the class. Stay safe, stay healthy, and enjoy Muddy. Study properly, okay? Revise properly. And guys, please note down these things. Download these notes from the Google Drive, and then please note down these things and have a revision once before coming for the class. All right. And start solving the questions from the module. I have given you enough time. You are getting enough time to solve them. So thank you. Bye-bye. Take care. Have a nice day. Enjoy, Muddy.